Oh, Shiloh Old is in the chat room, everybody. He says there was no family intervention.
Shiloh, I
Believe you,
absolutely
Shiloh.
believe you.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, Shiloh was there for the family intervention. And he said, he called it a family intervention. And I said, what does that mean? And he said, well, the family sat me down and they told me I have one of two choices. The day I pass away, the chase is not something they wanted to be involved in. And the day Forrest passes is the day that they will either say the following day as a family, it was a hoax or it was called off. Or, it was a hoax or the treasure chest has been found, is how he put it. And they said, there's nothing you can do once you fast. If the family all says one thing, people are going to believe the family. Like, oh, there was never a treasure chest out there or whatever that was.
I have an email dated October 25th, 2019 to Shiloh, that is Forrest Fenn's grandson. That was not meant for me to view. The only thing I can come up with is that my last name is SH, Shiloh is SH, and maybe that's where the error occurred. I don't know. It happened a couple other times too. In this particular email, it suggests that part of that part, not all, okay, because you're asking me if Jack Stoof wrote that. Maybe he did, but Forrest Fenn was aware of part of the Medium article. Does that satisfy your curiosity? Is that good enough? But you're asking me, am I saying that Jack Stoof didn't write the article? I don't know. Maybe he did and he sent it to Forrest. Maybe he wrote not even a word of it. I don't know. I don't even think this guy exists, quite honestly. I really don't.
On March 27th, Forrest wrote me a note, and he said, I'm thinking about ending the chase. What do you think? Shortly after that, right, a few months later, this guy named Jack finds the chest. Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's at all possible or at all likely that Forrest chose Jack to find the chest, to end the chase that he wanted to end? It's a possibility. He couldn't choose Cynthia.
Sure he could have. What the hell? He retired. I could have gone.
He couldn't choose anybody who was well known in the chase. That would have raised all kinds of problems. And maybe he chose Jack. Maybe he guided Jack into the solution. Maybe he out and out told Jack what the solution is.
He retrieved the chest on Saturday, June 6, 2020 in Wyoming and began the long drive down to Santa Fe to deliver it to Fenn that same day, according to a story in Outside Magazine written by journalist Daniel Barbarisi.
It took him 2 years from the time when he figured out the general location
to actually come up with the treasure chest itself.
Fenn announced in June that the chest had been discovered, but would only say that the finder was someone from back east. The sketchy info led to complaints that he had made the whole thing up. But with the medical student coming forward, we now know he was apparently telling the truth all along.
Yes, there are things we don't know about this, and probably things we will never know about this now that Fenn has passed on.
And so you truly believe Jack's the finder with no evidence? No evidence. I mean, you have no evidence. I mean, you have no evidence. You only seen the treasure chest, same as I was in the office. I have no evidence. You have no evidence. So you're saying, like, you've been in the office. I've been in the office. You have no evidence of the 9 clues. I have no evidence of the 9 clues. I've been at the office. You've been at the office. So what makes you believe that he's the finder?
The guy who wrote the Medium article is the guy.
Well, no, he didn't write the Medium article. So I got proof on that.
Okay, well, I am not here to speak to that. I have no idea about what your proof is, and that's not something I have any.
That was Forrest. That was Forrest and Shiloh that wrote the Medium for Jack Stoof.
Oh, okay. Well, that's. I mean, nice that that's what you think.
So that's what he told you. Is that what Jack told you, that he's the one that wrote the Medium article?
Yes, I also believe that. I have no reason not to believe that.
Okay, so if I show the facts here in the next week, what would your opinion be then? If I show you the facts that he's lied to you?
If you were able to show me facts that somehow prove that that was written by Forrest posthumously with Shiloh, then I would change my opinion. But I have not seen anything to this point that would make me think that whatsoever.
I said in my poem, I give you title to the gold.
Okay.
But there are a lot of subchapter S's to that rule too.